As a former second grade teacher, I have a recommendation for you parents. Whether your kids are preschool age on up through elementary, this could apply. It could apply to your middle school and high schoolers too, depending where they're at and where they were when quarantine happened with COVID. And that is practicing using actual cash. I'm guilty of this. Swipe the cards all the time. Debit card, debit card, debit card. I don't use cash very often. But our kids need that practice. In second grade, our math standard is to teach them the coins, their values, and how to tell the difference between them, how to count on, how to count change. And it's really challenging when kids have not been exposed to it very much. So a couple of ideas. Get out your change jar. I know most of us have it, or dig in your car for that, in the center console. I have a bunch of change, and just practice looking at them, or even saying, okay, here's a bunch of nickels. They're all 5 cents. We count on by fives. Just those little things to help them have a little bit of an idea of how coins work. Another option could be like give them a $5 bill next time you go to the dollar store and tell them they can only spend that much and count for tax and all that. And then they pay with the $5 and then they get the change back and you can count it. By using real money, it helps them to have a better idea of value. I think some of our kids might be savers more than spenders, but when they're just given, okay, you can buy whatever and I'm going to swipe a card, there's no value attached to that. But by having, cash in hand and you can only spend that, it really helps to kind of cement some ideas of value to money. So that would be a great foundation for them as they go on and beyond into high school when they get their first jobs and they start needing to budget, all those things. So get out the coin jar, get some practice in, give them a little bit of spending money at the dollar store, thrift store, garage sales, and give them some practice with counting back, because that's really going to help them be successful for math in second grade, but also lifelong, just to have that value of money and how it works.